Welcome to our ultimate beach tour, Oahu, Hawaii, where we are taking you on an in-depth tour around the entire island, reviewing over 20 of the best beaches Oahu has to offer. If beaches are your thing, this series is for you. The west side of Oahu leads you to the dead end. You cannot go around the island through the west side, which makes the side more remote, hence less crowded.
Absolutely.
We selected 3 beaches on the west side.
Makuna, Makaha,
And the one with the most complicated name, let me see if I can say it correctly, Keawaula Beach, and also known as Yokohama Bay. Sunrises you can see on the east side, and sunsets here on the west side.
So here on the west side, petty crimes is you'll get a little bit more of it. There are signs everywhere, most of the lookouts and the beaches, you will see signs that say, make sure you leave no personal items visible in your car. Take it with you. You will see cars getting broken into all the time. You see glass on the floor, which is an indication that cars get broken into all the time. So do yourself a favor. Don't leave anything visible.
And enjoy the west side. Zablan Beach Park is located 35 to 40-minute drive away from Waikiki on the Waianae coast of Farrington Highway. This beach is easy to miss if you are not paying attention due to its very inconspicuous location within the neighborhood that surrounds it. You will definitely find locals here cooking out, enjoying this flat white sand beach. The shoreline here is rocky to the south of the beach and soft sand to the north.
Most tourists that come here, they primarily come here not for the beach, but more towards the rocky side where you'll find Mermaid Caves. The Mermaid Caves are tucked beneath the rocky slabs above. To gain access, you enter by dropping down a 10-foot hole in the rocks, which then reveal a mini-like beach cave with gentle waves washing up against small rocky landing from the ocean on the other end of this cave. It is absolutely beautiful with clear to turquoise waters and rays of light beaming down through the multiple holes above. Well, this is on a good day, but be warned, as they say, look before you jump. These caves are very dangerous. There are times we've been here and the tide is high, and if you jump down, you may land on sand, but massive waves would soon enter and sweep you off your feet. The walls of these caves are super jagged and the ceiling is low at some points, so be careful when jumping down into these caves. We highly suggest not doing it alone or not doing it at all. Trust us on this one. You can watch the locals jump down skillfully into these holes and make their way up through areas of the caves they know well. This area is also great to spot huge sea turtles.
On the north side of this beach, you will find a long stretch of fine white sand with lifeguard station, restrooms, showers, and changing area. The park here is really small and limited, so you have to park on the streets. Just be mindful not to block anyone's driveway. This beach is not known for scuba diving or snorkeling, but thumbs up for surfing. Hungry and forgot to pack lunch? There are many places along Farrington Highway to grab lunch plates and fast food options. And if you stay long enough, for sunsets, being on the west side. Sunsets here are amazing.
Maili Beach Park is approximately 45 minutes away from Waikiki Beach, right off the Farmington Highway. This long, narrow 40-acre park is named after the town of Maili on the leeward side of the island. Maili Beach is one of the most beautiful beaches on the west side, with that long stretch of white sand and brilliant shimmering turquoise waters. And also the cozy local town of Maili, where you can find local shops and local eats. Towering over the town of Maili and the beach is the Maili Pillbox Hike. It's time to elevate your altitude and your senses. If you love hiking, we highly recommend this hike due to the payoff when you reach the summit. It is a moderate hike, 1 mile each way, totaling 2 miles. This narrow, winding dirt, rocky hike takes roughly an hour up and about 45 minutes down. Tips: there are no shade on this hike. Bring water, sunscreen, glasses, hat, whatever you need to keep cool. Oh, and proper footwear. Flip-flops are not really considered proper footwear. You can even pack a light lunch. Once you get to the top, you may find yourself not wanting to leave. The views here are spectacular. The winds are cooling. And because there are 5 pillboxes, you'll have all the shade you need to look around and enjoy the view, if you prefer not to be in the sun. The most popular of the pillboxes on top is the pink pillbox, which symbolizes awareness for breast cancer. Also, if you're here in the months of December to April, it's a great spot for whale watching. It helps if you do bring binoculars, that's for sure. Being in Oahu and going on hikes, it's hard not to hear the word pillbox over and over. So if you're wondering what a pillbox is, here's a brief description. Pillboxes were used as observation stations and military ammunition posts that were built in the 1940s during World War II to protect the island. We've hiked to over 10 pillboxes throughout the island, but we're positive there are plenty more. Now back to Maili Beach. It's great for surfers and most water sports. There are lifeguards on this beach, plenty of free parking, restrooms, showers, changing areas, and being right across from the local town, you'll find plenty of places to eat. You'll fall in love with this beach, and you'll find yourself probably staying longer than you anticipated. Now on to Makaha Beach Park. This is a great place if you enjoy swimming, surfing, and bodyboarding. Expect to find perfect swimming conditions in the summer, while the winter season brings dangerous rip currents that surfers just love. In fact, the northern end of Makaha Beach Park is reserved for surfers only. Makaha Beach Park is located little under an hour from Waikiki. There are usually signs posted on the beach about sea conditions, and there are several lifeguards on duty you can ask if you need swimming advice. If you head towards the center of the beach, swimming is better there because the waves break further out near the reef. Unfortunately, there is not much shade here, so make sure you bring an umbrella on a particularly hot day.
The great thing about Makaha Beach Park is that it is rarely crowded on weekdays, but local families fill the beach on the weekends. Restrooms and showers can also be found here. Some tourists complain about the homeless at this beach and several other beaches on the west side. So just something to keep in mind, as you'll often hear us say, keep any valuables with you on the beach or hidden in the trunk of your car. Car break-ins happen often. Food options are only a few minutes away from this beach, which is a good thing. Most of the beaches, if not all, on the west side are right off the main highway, so finding them are fairly easy. The designated parking is small, but you can park alongside the highway. Makua Beach brings you one beach closer to the very tip of Oahu, just a little over an hour from Waikiki. This underdeveloped beach is hardly ever crowded. If you are looking for isolation, this would be a great place to start. Having this beach all to yourself is highly likely. Very rarely would tourists even come here. This beach is hidden. You would have to park on the side of the highway and enter the beach through a small trail. During winter months, it is a popular beach to big wave surfing. This white fine sand beach has an amazing backdrop of Waianae mountain range and Makua Valley. But as we mentioned before, there is not much out here in terms of places to eat, no restrooms, no showers, no changing areas, no parking, and no lifeguards. Just no, whole lots of no's on this beach. It did make our list because we know there are some of you who really don't like being around others at times and enjoy having a beach all to yourself.
It is dry here, super limited with shade, and the beach does drop off quickly, so stay close to the shore when in doubt. Remember, no lifeguard, no one around here. Interesting fact, the US military trains behind this beautiful mountain range. All in all, it is a really nice beach to visit and experience what it feels like to be the only one on a beach, if you've always wondered what that felt like.
Wow, this next beach is really difficult to pronounce, but I'm gonna give it a try. Keawaula Beach, located an hour and 10 minutes away from Waikiki and 5 minutes away from Makua Beach. We've arrived at the last beach on the west side of Oahu. No, literally, the last beach on this side. At the end of this beach, there is nothing but a hiking trail. So let's talk about this hiking trail for starters, because this would be one of the reasons for coming to this beach. We parked just a few yards down, and this is the end of the concrete road, and your trail starts here.
Kaena Point Trail is about 5.6 mile hike round trip to the most southern tip of Oahu. It is an unshaded hike, so be sure to have a hat, umbrella, shades, and water. This hike is really awesome, and it's mostly flat. As you trek along the coastline with 20 to 30 foot drop off, you'll see cool rock formations and crashing shore breaks, and if you're lucky, you will even see seal monks. Keep your eyes peeled, as they can be really hard to spot. Once you're about a few minutes away from the actual tip of the island, you'll have to go through double doors and a fence. You've reached the bird sanctuary. This hike is really awesome, and we highly recommend it.
Now back to Keawaula Beach, you will discover beautiful Yokohama Bay when you head towards the most western northern tip of Oahu, known as Kaena Point. This Oahu beach resides in one of the most secluded areas of the island. Most tourists never see this side of Oahu. When people claim to have driven around the island, the west side is typically cut off since the road dead ends at Yokohama Bay, and the most sensible and popular route is to head up and around to the North Shore instead. Yokohama Bay is pristine, beautiful, and untouched by development for miles around. It is framed by the Waianae mountain range in the background. You will usually find this Oahu beach empty, with an extensive sandy beach to explore all to yourself, and locals on the weekends and holidays. Car break-ins are common all around the island, but because the west side is more isolated, car break-ins are more common here. Even though this beach is so isolated, you can still find showers, bathrooms, and lifeguards on duty. The designated parking area is small, but you can always park on the side of the road or on the grassy area.
There is no shade to be found on Yokohama Beach. Pack an umbrella, water hats, and lots of sunscreen. It tends to get very hot on the west side of the island. I would even recommend starting your day early or late in the afternoon at this Oahu beach. The closest store or restaurant is located in Waianae. Make sure you bring a picnic lunch or snacks. If sunsets are your thing, then catching a sunset would be on the west side of the island. The sun melts into the ocean on the west side of Oahu.
So now you know everything about some of the best beaches Oahu has to offer.
And now we're actually here where it all started.
Alooooha Beach Park.
This is the last video of a 4-part series, Ultimate Beach Tour Oahu, Hawaii. So if you're coming and you're joining in on this particular video, this is video number 4 of 4. We will leave a link in the description below for videos 1, 2, and 3.
And we put so much effort into organizing this series, shooting, editing. Oh my gosh, it took
a lot of content.
So much
but
time.
We definitely want to thank you guys for sticking with us this whole time and hanging along for the ride. It was awesome. We got a lot of great comments for you guys, and you guys definitely motivated us to go out and shoot more content.
And we would super appreciate if you share this video with, or even the series with your friends and family who wants to visit Hawaii, or maybe just want to enjoy the tropical paradise scenery. When you like our videos, this is the biggest compliment for us. And when you subscribe to our channel, it's like you make our day every day.
We so greatly appreciate you guys, definitely.
If you guys haven't followed us already on social media, please do so on Instagram and Facebook. Devan actually really enjoys photography, and you can find really amazing photos of scenery and me modeling, of course.
And we keep things current, obviously, on our social media as opposed to here on YouTube. But
because
also,
it does take a really long time
yes,
to
it does
process
take time to put
everything.
all this stuff together. But also here on our YouTube channel, be sure to check out our community page because we keep you up to date on what's going on here in Hawaii with news and current events and everything else. So we send that out every once in a while, and I also cast votes there. So if you haven't seen it or if you participated in votes, that's awesome because you guys get to decide what content we come out with next. So what's more awesome than that? And that'll be in the community tab on this page, the YouTube page.
So as usual, mahalo for watching and just be out with us.